Hi. What a weekend. It always flies right by. And I guess that's the good part about a weekend is because it's not very long, it's very poignant. Especially I had a good stream yesterday, so looking forward to a good stream today. So hey, I'm Joshua, and this is my lunch break roguelike series, where I work on a roguelike game over my lunch break. This project is open source if you're interested into that sort of thing. Let me pull that up real quick. You can find it at github.com/joshua skelly/lunch-break-rl. This isn't like a strictly structured tutorial series or anything like that. It's just me working on a fun project and sharing with you how I solve things and maybe some interesting design stuff along the way. It has become a Twitch playable roguelike. So what you saw there at the top was the actual game running, and you can join in and play while I work on it, and I encourage that. So if you ever see me pop open the game, feel free to jump right in. You don't have to ask for my permission. Just be warned that it may not last very long. Okay, let me see what else is going on. Yeah, it looks like everything on Twitch's end is okay. Yeah, let's see. So last Friday was something I called Refactor Refriday, and that went okay. As I predicted, I spent a lot of time on Friday and outside of the stream on Friday getting the code kind of whipped into shape. Hey, Nixrod, thanks for hopping by, man. Or gal, or person, internet person. But yeah, so I got the code into much better shape than it was. My biggest changes are, let me see. So now when we launch the app, it's no longer just the game. It's an app. We can provide it these command line args, and there's kind of this lazy arg helper thing that only like if you like usually with Python and the arg parse library, you have to provide a big list of arguments you expect to be there or not, and this one will just kind of infer them from what we pass to it. So and it also has a little get attribute thing. So if the attribute doesn't exist, we can say false or none or whatever. Oh, hey, Jonathan. But yeah, so that's a nice little thing. I think I use that in maybe level. Level. Yeah, down here in the args dot. Yeah, this dot it just returns this no fog of war property, and that's dynamic. So if I wanted to have another one like game.args. Whatever. That would return none until I specify it on the command line, and then it'll return either true false if I treat it like a flag, or return a value if I treat it like a key value pair, which is handy to have. It's a little sloppy, but it works for what I'm doing. And then the app will launch an instance of the game, and then the game the game class just configures like our libraries and the stuff we're using, and it will create a game scene. And then the game scene is the layout of all the windows. So we go into game scene, and where is it? Game scene. Yeah, the game is also in charge of like the timing and ticking and all that good stuff. But yeah, so the scene root should just be the game scene. The game scene is nothing but a series of windows, a level scene, player window, entities window, and this console thing at the bottom. So that is all as expected. And then I moved a lot of the stuff we care about into this level scene object, where that handles the actual like drawing the level and all the critters and stuff inside of it. I have basically a little entity framework now. It's pretty simple, but entity entities or basically anything that can be represented on a TDL console. So usually it's a character, a position, a foreground color, and a background color. I also kind of misuse that a little bit for like my managers. Like my Twitch manager doesn't really have an in-game representation, but it needs to be updated. So that's kind of how I've hooked it into there. And let me see. They also have children. An entity can have a list of children, and those children can have children, etc. So I need to take that into account when like updating them or drawing them. So a lot of times you'll see update, and then for child and children, pass along the update or handle events or whatever. So that's nice to have a hierarchical thing. And then the scene kind of breaks that. The scene functions almost like a kind of like a render target almost, or like a another console, where it will draw to its own buffer and then draw that up. So an entity parented to a scene, its position is relative to that scene, which is, so I have two scenes. I have my main scene, and then I have the level scene inside of that. So again, if we take a look at where we're at, maybe. So let's just say no fog of war, and this is what we get. We get a little dungeons generated. We get a bunch of junk that's thrown into it. We have the stairs up, the stairs down, and we have some kobolds wandering around the halls, and we have a couple of kobolds who got spawned out here in these caves and will never ever leave. But that's okay. They can live there. Pardon me. Hey Felix, how are you? Hopefully your thesis work isn't too taxing right now. Hey New Obj, thanks for popping by, man. Yeah. So yeah, this is running with the no fog of war option, so we don't get any fog of war. I'm trying to think, like before the huge refactoring stuff, I kind of forget what we were working on. So let's take a look at our Git history. That might be a way to do it. So git log -- one line. And so this episode 30 and all the work after that was all the refactoring stuff. Before that, oh yeah, so I was doing the level exit stuff, and I was doing like player teamwork themed stuff. Kicking idle players and starting a new level. So that was cool. Let me see, let me flip through my notes real quick. Sorry about that. If I have command listing, sorry, I did refactor the singletons. I have kind of this weird pattern where I have a singleton module that the singletons can register themselves with, and then anything can grab that. I was trying to cut down on some of the weird dependency issues I was seeing. Yeah. So let's, I guess, let me think. Let me tweak. Oh, just tweak the item drop rate and fix idle code for newly joined players. Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear, Felix, that your thesis is coming along, if slowly, but as long as you're making progress, that's good. So let me close all these. I think in players, when we had the whole the idle stuff, right? Idle return current tick minus self, that last tick action. Let me see. Trying to think of a way to do this, because we had this issue where I think one of the game's new obj joined in right before we switched stairs, and because he didn't have time to commit an action, maybe this right here has to take an action equals true. Let's try that. I take an action equals true. So initially off the bat, we'll treat them like they have taken an action. Which then should set the tick. So basically the tick, that still potentially has an issue to not, that's still problematic. So if they join right before we, I could make it arbitrarily large, because I think for the idle, I just check, where's the player idle? So current tick minus last action tick greater than 30. So if that's huge, it's going to be negative, but that's okay. So I guess I can make this false. And then I could make this like just arbitrarily large. And that represents, that times 2 seconds of gameplay. So that probably won't ever be an issue. Cool. So that should hopefully address that. I guess we can play around with the, what else? The item drop rate would be an easy one to fix. Let's take a look at that. That's in our dungeon generator. Let me clean up that. Okay. I'm using PyCharm now. Now that my project has become large enough, like using VS Code is just a little too unwieldy. So I'm using PyCharm to make my life better. Okay, so when we are replacing entities, so right now we manually are listing out. We're listing out these, and this kind of sucks because every time we add a new creature or a new or a new item, we have to go in here and add it. So let's think about adding a system where maybe the items can actually just register themselves. Either with, I don't know, for the dungeon, maybe with like a static method or something on their respective classes, and then the dungeon generator can just query that, saying give me a random monster or give me a random item. I think that might be better for the time being. So let's try that. So let's look at our entities, and we have item. Yeah, let's do that. So item has maybe. Let's give it a static property called registered items, registered entities. It's just a list, and then maybe have a, or make sure this, what if it, so what do we really want to do, right? Let's go look at the dungeon generator and figure out what the API should look like, maybe. So we want something like maybe generate a monster. Generate loot. And then here I want something like maybe trying to think. Might be something like creature dot registered entities. That'll be the listing, but what if it was or could just have a more generic thing like get registered entity. Maybe you want to specify like a type, so like weapon. And then also maybe a rarity, common. Something like that might be useful. Hey, Fire Dragon. I have not used Sublime for Python. I mostly use Sublime simply because I like how it does multi-line editing. That's my big use case for Sublime. So if I need to like edit a data file, I just typically do that in Sublime. So here I recently realized in like IntelliJ and PyCharm, you can do like a regex find replace, which is super cool. So how do I want to do this? So maybe a class to hold all this stuff. I mean, it could just, I mean, I guess it makes sense to put it in here. I guess, maybe. Dungeon generator class. Or I don't know if I want it to be part of a base entity. What do I? So I think this is the way I want to go. Registered entities, common. Like I want to be able to specify like different types of things and how rare they are. So then we could have something that would select maybe based on that. I guess for the registry, for lack of a better term, registered entities is a dictionary. And this is a at static method def register. This needs to be class, I guess. So I think for a lot of these here, how am I newing them up? I'm handing in their, yeah. So it's just going to be entity. So we know what their signature looks like for creating them. So that should be totally fine as long as all entities emit that constructor will be good. So class and type and rarity. Okay. And registered what do you think? So type dict equals registry dot registered entities at type. Registered entities do a dot get type. What's nice about the dot get call is it returns none if there's no entry. Otherwise, if you do use the array access operator, it will throw. And we don't necessarily want to throw. We just want to say, give me the type dict. If not type dict, dictionary type dict equals that. And item listing equals type dict dot get rarity. If not item listing is equal to just a list. Then we can say item listing dot append class, and then something like, then I need to recombine all this, right? So type dict at rarity equals item listing, and registry.registered entities at type equals type dict. That should be okay, I think. Maybe. Hey, Steven. Thanks for popping by, man. And then maybe I'll have a nice at static method helper here, static method, def get, and then again, this is gonna be a little bit different. We just want to ask for the type and the rarity, and we should get back a list of classes. So type dict equals registry dot registered entities dot get type. If not type dict, return empty list. And then similarly, item listing equals type dict dot get priority. If not item listing, return that. Otherwise, return item listing. Cool. So that hopefully that does what I think it will do. We can certainly give it a go. Also, maybe here, let's just do something like that. Typically, that just indicates that it's it's not quite private, but it implies that it's a private variable. Okay, so then here in Dungeon Generator, down here, I should be able to say something like registry dot get. Type will be monster, and rarity will be common. And this should be monsters equals that, or monster monster classes. Yeah, let's just, I guess let's put a breakpoint here and just debug that and see if it does see if it does what I think it's going to do. Okay, so all right, let's step in. This should be empty, and that should be okay. So type dict is none. If not, so return empty. Okay, that's fine. So now let's go to our kobold. And we need to import dungeon. Again, I don't want to import, so import dungeon generator. And then also for dungeon generator, I need to in this registry class, I need to make sure that we're not adding it more than once. So if class not in item listing, something like that, just to safeguard that. Now, what I want to do is, should I put it in the constructor? No, because you have to create one before you can do that. That seems like a bad thing to do. Yeah, I mean, it feels like I should do something like dungeon generator.registry.register kobold as a monster that is common. I'm just worried that this will really muck up my dependencies, but let's see. Still my breakpoint down here. Go. Yep. Dungeon generator has no attribute registry. Yeah. Yep. So what's the best way to do this? I guess I need to pull this out into its own class, I guess, to prevent that, right? So let's try that. So new file, let's call it registry. Hate this term, but let's just try that. And let's just cut this. Then paste. Save. Then here I can just clean this up. Save, and then I can import registry. Then down here, registry.registry. That seems okay. Registry, that seems okay. Again, in kobold, because registry doesn't have, yeah, so this should be okay. Registry. Rid of that. Import Okay. Cool. So then we are recreating all this stuff back up. So now we have our registry. Let's see, we should be able to inspect that. So registry, registered entities. We have a monster that is common. It's the kobold class. Cool. Yep, then we get here, and then hopefully this just gives us, yeah, this just gives us a listing of all the things we care about. Nice. There we go. So then, yeah, I guess we just have the one thing here, so we can just say monster class equals random.randint from 0 to len of monster classes -1, and then we use this as an index into monster classes, and then mon equals, well, we just treat it like a monster class, that, and then monster class, and we know what the position is. Position equals x, y. Cool. Yeah, so then we could just move all this into here. And this will always generate us a random common monster. But in this case, we only have one type of monster, so that's okay. And new entities.append mon. Cool. So this should change nothing. Yeah. There are our happy little kobolds. Okay, then let's do the same thing for the items. Let's refactor that. Take care, Felix. Again, thank you for stopping by. Okay. Cool. And then yeah, so I guess for these, they just need to register themselves. And it's pretty straightforward, right? So Control C, then item, sword. So I guess after each definition, I'll just register it real quick. I think that's an okay place to do it, right? Sword. I mean, it would be weird. I mean, would it be? Can I put it here? No, because sword is not defined. Yeah, that makes no sense. Duh, Joshua. Okay, so then we register our so sword. This is a weapon, and it is a common weapon, I guess. And then down here, this is for registering dagger. And then I need to register glove. Glove. And let's make it a rare weapon, whatever that means. But this is nice because now we don't have to worry about updating our dungeon generator. The items themselves will opt into being included into the generation. So for example, you notice I'm not going to do this for fist because we don't want random fists laying in the dungeon. So we don't do that. Here also, let's go ahead and register our potion as well. So potion, I guess I can just call it just a generic item. Is fine. And rare, I guess. I guess it's up to us to define what these rarities mean. But now all those should register just fine, and then in our dungeon generator we can make use of that. So down here, yeah, so here what we can do is we can say there's a 1 in 30 chance of getting a a monster, and then elif random.random is less than, say, 1 over. I was gonna say, because right now I feel like we're generating too many items. I'll try 120 just to make them much more rare. Hey Hawaii, thanks for popping by, man. So then I guess we need to figure out something like if random.random less than so rare. Give rare is like 1 in 100 chance of spawning. Pass if random.random less than what should uncommon be, I guess? Uncommon should be like maybe 25%, I guess. 1 in 4 chance. Pass. There should be an elif, right? And then else pass. And I guess this is so rarity equals common. And then we can just do something like random.random. So this is rarity equals rare. Down here, this can be rarity equals uncommon. And then now we don't have to do anything for this case, right? Then we can say wep equals registry.get and weapon and rarity. Oh, again, this is these are weapon classes, and weapon class equals, again, this whole hoopla thing. Maybe I'll just add that to my utils. So utils dot, I guess I'll just make a class random. There we go. And then I'm gonna add a static method. And I'll call this one def item in sequence. And this just takes a sequence. Return seek at random the rand int. Oh, so I could use, yeah. So now utils has an oh goodness. Okay, so import random as rand. Rand.randint. That's fine, right? Randint from 0 to len of the sequence -1. Cool. That's fine. We could ignore that. So yeah, so that should just return us a random item in sequence. So now in the generator here, I can just say monster class equals utils.random.item in sequence. So utils random item in sequence, and then just pass it the monster classes, and it should give us back a random item in that sequence. Then similar here, weapon class is equal to utils.random.item in sequence of weapon classes. And then weapon, I guess, equals new, not new, the weapon class. And they all follow the, so I just need to pass a position. That's all I really should pass to these things. I should let them init their own chars and stuff like that. So position equals xy, I believe. Hey, mind constructor. I do create pixel art. Y says, am I working for Microsoft now? No, I am not. I hate Taco says, use random, not choice. What? Really? Oh my goodness. Really? That could be the best thing ever. Random dot. Wow. Yay! Thank you so much. I didn't even know that existed. Let's go to our utils class and let's get rid of this import because we don't need that anymore. We can get rid of this little helper class because we don't need that anymore. And then in registry, we can just say, not registry, yeah, in dungeon generator, we can just say here, so random dot choice, yes, weapon classes. And if I take a peek, yeah, seriously, like knowing that I mean, I should assume that Python just has this stuff already in there for me because it's a fairly common pattern, but sometimes I don't think to look at the API because in my brain random is just for generating floats and ints, right? But no, that's really awesome to know. So then yeah, then weapon, so just yeah, we just grab a random class of the weapon class and we new it up, and that should be cool. And then yeah, so we keep the same lf random. There we go. So new entities dot append weapon. There we go. Because we do want to include that in the thing. And actually, I might want to refactor that as well because some of my refactors now, all the entities that we care about are a child of the level. So maybe I don't even need to pass back since I'm already constructing the level in the generator. Maybe I don't even need to pass this separate list back. Maybe I can just go ahead and add them to the level since we already have that. My Pepperoni says, what library is used for the graphics? So this is written in Python and it uses TDL for the graphics. Yeah, right now I'm focusing on finishing my game Delver, so I'm not really open for commissions or anything like that. Right now I'm focusing on getting my main project done and out the door, and then after that I will be looking for new projects to work on, either my own or as a freelancer or contractor or collaborator or whatever. Right now I'm just heads down on Delver, except for this 1 hour a day that I take for my fun project. This should be more rare than weapons, so I'll make it 1 in 200. And actually maybe 1 in 100. We could play around with these 1 in 180 maybe. And then again, this is just copy this as well and paste that. So just figuring out the rarities here. And this is item classes, item classes, item class, new up item class, item. This isn't overriding anything, is it? I don't think so. Yeah, I was importing the item class, but now I don't need to, so that's nice to get rid of that. Another dependency we don't need. Cool. So that append item. Yeah, so let's see if this works. Next step. Cannot choose from an empty sequence. Oh, that's okay. So we need to, I guess, account for that. And then yeah, so both these, so here when you say if item classes, do that because we don't want to. We can't add. Obviously, if there's no classes to instantiate, we can't instantiate them, right? So same thing here. We have weapon classes. Actually, this, I mean, I might be doing the same thing here, but right now we only have one type of monster. But I'll probably be. I feel like there's a pattern emerging here that I can probably even consolidate this further. Cannot choose from an empty list. Again, how am I getting to? So that should have. Monster classes shouldn't be empty. Kobold should be registering itself. Let's go back to our stack trace. Registry. Registered entities. Item and weapon. Is something wrong with the registering stuff? That it's stepping over? Seems strange. I guess this breakpoint never gets hit? What? How does this get called? Oh, because nothing imports it. That's the problem. So if nothing imports it before now, yikes. Yeah. Yep. So we need to do something like, what's the best way to do this? I mean, I could just import them up here, even though they're not used. So from entities, import kobold, gross, and from entities, import item. Yep, there we go. Yep. Wow. So we got no weapons on that at that distribution. We got 4 there. Let me see. 1 there. So let's tweak that a little bit. 120 might be too extreme. Let's make it 100. See if we get any more things that way. Because I guess there's also a chance that maybe I should account for 90. Because now there's a chance that nothing gets generated simply because we don't have any rare or uncommon stuff to generate. So it was 60. This really should be functioning like, wow. So if that's 60, let me just go ahead and just comment this out and see if it looks like it did before I started monkeying with this. Maybe I can visit this in the future. And same thing here. Let's run that. Yeah, not a lot of weapons, it seems. There's 3 there. This should be the same distribution as before, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As a sort all the way out there. Yeah, 3 there. Maybe feels like That's too many. Yeah, a lot of this is just going to be fiddling with now. See, that's too many too, but like I need to get like an aggregate. Maybe the 1 in 60 was okay. Don't know. I shouldn't spend too much time on this. As long as there are some, yeah, there's a lot there. Just call it 1 in 70. All right, let's play for a little bit and see what's going on. Yeah, cool. Yes, Hawaii, we are both hard at work on Delver. Python app.py. Okay. Oh no. What's going on here? That is strange. Edit configurations. Oh, I wonder if the visibility is now applying to things I don't want the visibility to apply to. Join. Okay, yeah, so I think yeah, let me real quick, let me just add another entity, another property of the entity. So we have hidden and parent, and maybe self.always show equals false. And this is for UI elements because, yeah, I'm starting to conflate, like, I might need to separate out entity and into something else that represents like a game entity versus just a general entity. And then visible down here, visible, where's that defined? If hidden, return false. If self dot always show, return true. And then in some of these UI elements, we just need to always have them always show, right? So console. Actually, Windows, just add it to the window class, right? So the Windows self.always show equals true. Let's see what that looks like. Weird. Let me look at my game scene. Actually, let's go to game. Look at all the children here. Draw, bug, fine. Draw, step into our draw method. If not self.visible. Oh, why is this self is game scene? Why is game scene not visible? That seems weird. Entity. I guess scene should also be. Why is it not? Yeah, I'm starting to. I guess for the time being, I can make scenes always show. There we go. I could scratch my head on about that in the future. So let's see if this works. Join. Yeah, I think level is also probably level. Self.always show equals true. How about now? Join. Nope. Yeah, so basically something is coming across as invisible and I want to see what. Let's debug this. Okay, so for our child and children, our first child is our level window. Let's step into that. Draw data clear, draw box. Yep, that should be fine. For child and children, are there children? There are. Progress bar, that's fine. Split that, yep. Yep, next child, level scene, go into there. That's the one we were worried about. Level scene. So here, step into here. Level. Draw all this jazz. We certainly should do that. It looks like that's going okay. Let's jump to here. Then we have our stairs object. Let's step into here. Is it visible? It's not visible because there's no players. Let me join. Let me continue. Continue. Let me see. Okay, I joined. Add that breakpoint back. Let's step through this. So self visible. I should always show. That's fine. Level window. Don't care about that. For level scene, we do care about that. We should draw the level, right? This should draw all the junk that we care about. And then for child and self.children, there's object 7. Is it visible? False. Let me also check the level. This is the level object, and we should have a visible tiles. Okay. So then let's look at our update FOV calls. For E and current scene, that's not right. This should be in self.children. There we go. There we go. Be left, down. There we go. There's the game that we're used to seeing. Yeah, I'm still recovering from all of this refactoring work. There is cost to refactoring, which is why folks. I mean, it's a hard thing to commit to doing. Oh, can we not bump each other now? Yeah, we can't bump each other. That's a bummer. Let's take a look at. I think it should be creature.move. Okay. Scene root. Oh yeah, for level.children. Okay. I think this is okay. Level scene, yep, that should be fine. A check collision would be fine. This should be scene root.level.children. Okay. Let me just real quick. Let's take a look at scene underscore root. Let's see. Scene underscore root. Control enter. There we go. Don't care about Dungeon Master really anymore. I think that's all okay. So this current scene. Do we do anything with this? It looks like we don't. We don't. I guess I can get rid of that. Okay. Switch chat manager. Current instances scene root. Current scene. Current scene. That get location near stairs. Level data pinned. That's correct usage there. AI. Well, this is equip item, so we need a scene root dot level data pinned. Okay. The current scene here. Current scene, get entity at, that should point to the right thing in level scene. It doesn't in self dot level that children. There we go. What other usage of current scene are there? Current scene, that seems to be it. Okay. Animation. Scene root check visibility. Level scene check. Yeah, that should be fine. Level children. Scene root check collision. That should be okay. Yep, that should be okay. Yup. Current scene. Dot level children. Being current scene level children. There we go. Okay, that's good. Scene root dot level dot children. Is there? Yep, that's right. That's correct. Window level dot children. That's correct. Level dot children. Okay, let's see if that fixed things. Join. See if I can go smack myself, this little kobold. Yeah, there we go. Now we can bump again. We can bump and fight. That's the stairs up. So I guess I'm gonna go explore, see if I can find the stairs down. Also see if I can find some loot to equip, because that would be a nice thing to have. I don't want to have to kill kobolds to get items that could be bad. That's not the right way, so I'm gonna go up. 1, 2, 3, up, up. Okay. Yeah, the two H's are going to be confusing, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Row. Hmm. Okay, so throwing still works. And yeah, I threw halved TV, sorry, just to test it out. You can throw stuff. The colors are not random. Here, actually, let me do this. Let me go to Twitch Chat Manager, and up here. These are the listings of my regular viewers. And they get a special color, and subscribers get a special color as well. And then all the other Joes just get just an orange color. There we go. So you folks can join back now. I'll let this run for a few more minutes. There we go, much better. Yeah, my regulars have special coloring. Yeah, now with my updates too, like the item drops are pretty rare, it looks like, which might make this way more difficult. U is up, and D is down. Okay, that's not the correct way. What are those K's there, Nixrod? Because WASD is not standard for roguelikes. To be honest, if it was for roguelikes, it should be HJKL. It should be the VI keys, is what folks are used to. But for me, HJKL is just hard to do. Like if I'm in Vim, my brain maps to it, but in a game, my brain just can't handle the VI keys. All right, I guess I'm going to kick off moving down to the next level if you folks want to go. Because I think it's easier for people who haven't played just to have the up, left, down, right. I think that makes more sense. All right, here we go. If you want to go with me, now's the time to move. Oh man, something happened. Bug. Yeah. Let's see what happens. So it should be in level change level scene. Change level. This is change level requested. Change level on tick. So where is that used? That's change level on tick. Not in a init scene, down here. Okay. So here we go. Self change level on tick or active player count. Let's try this. Debug that, and let's get to the stairs down as fast as we can. Actually, let me do configurations. No fog of war, because we are testing. There we go. All right, join. Yeah. Go ahead and just hit that downstairs. Actually, I'm right next to the downstairs, so let's do that. Why did it not hit the debug break? Oh, because it. Oh, Joshua. It didn't hit the breakpoint because I didn't run it in debug mode. Let's try this again. Join. Okay, I want to go down. So MV down, down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Have TV. You need to. Yeah, there you go. You need to join again. I was pretty quick on the restart. Okay, so Change level on tick is 44. Tick is 15. Active player count. What is self.active player count? Uh-oh. That's why it did instantly. So let's just check this property out. For p and self.players, what is self.player still self.level.children? There we go. That's what we want. Let's try that. Nope. What? That property player. Self.level.children. How is this? Init scene. Oh. Yeah, so this, I think this needs to go above this, obviously. Okay. Go. Flamendo says, hi, can I ask you about altcoin pool? No idea about what you're talking about, but sure, ask away. Havd says, any quick way of sending the same message twice without triggering Twitch auto spam? No, not really. There isn't. You can do move or MV. Both of those are the same command. So I guess you could use a move. Yeah, no, I don't know anything about cryptocurrency. There we go. Now we get the countdown timer. So have TV. That is the stairwell up. You need to go to the little the greater than symbol. That's the stairwell down. You have to navigate around. You should have plenty of time to do it. Yeah. So when you bump the downstairs, we should immediately go to the next level because all the players have exited. Nope. Okay, there we go. There we go. Go on, Hawaii, hurry! Hurry, Hawaii, hurry! No, the wrong direction! Okay, and it looks like... Okay. All right, so I think what happens is we create a new level and we don't put do we not put the players on it? I think that's the problem. So let's see, look at init scene or the level scene init underscore scene. Okay. So then we see. Let me see. Yes, I need to actually do this. I do need to grab the that's not right either. Okay, so let's do players equals p for p and self.players if not idle. This needs to move up. And this needs to be gated by if self.level. Okay, so if we have a level, grab the players. And then we'll say players is otherwise equal to an empty sequence or empty list. So then health bonus, P for P in players, if P.state equals exited. And then 4P in players. So then p dot remove. We need to remove it from the old. We need to basically move the characters from the old level, and we need to add them to the new level. So self dot level dot append move player to new level. Cool. And this can just be like this. Simplify this statement a little bit. There we go. Let's try that. Join. Again, WASD is not really needed for. I mean, it's good for first-person shooter players, but it's not good for folks in the roguelike community in general. And I just want to. I don't want to cater to one community. I just want to keep it simple for now. So MB down 1, 2, 3 up. What is throwing? Throwing allows you to throw any entity that you're adjacent to. So you can throw players, you can throw enemies, you can throw items. Left, down, left, down. Down, left, down, left. Yeah, this might take a little bit. I was getting lucky there for a while and getting some spawns with this downstairs right next to the upstairs. I don't know if that's desirable in the long term, but I guess it's kind of interesting. Oh no, wrong direction, Joshua. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So have TV. You see the yellow characters represent items. So right now you're wielding your fists. So you want to walk over either the S or the D to pick up a sword or a dagger, and you can just bump into it. Oh no, Nick's rod. And that will automatically equip the weapon. Cool. So now you have a sword, which does 3 damage. It is the high between the swords and the daggers. It is the higher damaging of the two, but daggers get automatic counterattacks, which is nice for certain things. And I'll sit tight too here, just for actually. Yeah, we need to go ahead and exit. So try to get to the exit if you can, but if you can't, don't worry about it. You'll get pulled to the next level anyways. Um, yeah, all the countdown trigger does is all the players who exit before the countdown trigger finishes get a health bonus. Otherwise, everybody still goes to the next level. Right now, there are no ways of canceling moves. If you bump a wall, you'll cancel a move. But I do need to add a command to allow you to cancel the batched moves. That is a requested thing, so let me make a note of that. Cool. Yeah, so if you bump into that wall, it'll cancel your all the subsequent moves. Okay, so it crashed. What's going on? None type is not iterable. Oh, the scene root. That shouldn't change. That should just be the That's curious. Do I have the wrong? I think I have the wrong. Oh, it's Delver. Yeah. I'm always really bad about updating my stream information. And actually, I'm over time too, so I need to go ahead and stop here. But it is. Let me update my stream information because that'll be the one for the rest of this week. So it is not Delver, but it is Lunch Break Roguelike update. There we go. It's not Pygame actually. It is TDL. Cool. All right. I'm not busy slacking off. I'm busy fixing all the stuff that I broke with my refactor. Yeah, I might have to undo some of these changes because the issue right now is with our scene hierarchy. All the critters get parented to the level, and we should probably not parent them to the level. We should parent them to the level's scene parent, so that way we can more easily switch levels. I can do that maybe off stream real quick. It shouldn't be a bad change, but yeah, that's what's happening is. We go to the next level, and then all the enemies are still stuck on the previous level, and they're trying to do some stuff, but the pointer's been updated, and blah 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 blah. I'll fix it off stream, but it's just updating where the entities live, so it's not a big deal. All right, so hey, I'm Joshua. This is my lunch break roguelike series where I work on a roguelike game written in Python. Using the TDL library. It also uses the Twitch Observer library, which Felix and myself wrote, that handles the Twitch chat integration. And it is open source. You can find it at github.com/Joshua Skelly/lunch-break-rl. You can follow me here on Twitch. You can follow me on Twitter at Joshua Skelly if you want to see what I'm up to. I am an affiliate, so you can subscribe to me. My subscribers get a special subscriber bot. And also, the last Friday of the month is a special subscriber stream where I do stuff for them. Everybody can watch, but the subscribers get to tell me what to do. I'll be doing another one of these this month. I'll probably be doing it for maybe 4 hours rather than 8, because I think 8 just like kill my brain. But yeah, thanks everybody for popping by. Thank you for the good chat, and I will see you tomorrow for another lunch break roguelike. Take care.